I'm pretty sure they don't want to be looking at universes or something like that. So, so let's get into it. To start out at the very basic again. So these are our building blocks. We have this finite set of HTML tags that comprise every web interface out there, right? And they're pretty set. Again, they're finite. We have new elements emerging, new tags coming about, other ones being deprecated and stuff like that. Very rarely do we introduce a new element, right? Parallaxium, maybe. Atomic weight, 10.22 megabytes. Hardy har performance joke. All right. Sorry, guys. I appreciate the effort. So whenever we look at this, right, we have, these are three atoms, right? We have a label. We have an input, and we have a button. Pretty straightforward, right? And whenever you see this in pattern libraries and stuff, this is more or less what they're doing, right? Here's a header, here's a second level header, here's a third level header, et cetera, right? Here's a color input, here's another kind of input, here's an email input, right? But even other things that aren't like necessarily tags themselves, but like colors, font stacks, right? And so we have this basic building block of an experience. And basically what we're getting at is that it can't be broken down any further, right? It's as far as it goes. It's the end of the line, right? And it's really abstract. Again, like a client's not going to look at this and be like, oh, cool, Adam's right. But it's often not too useful on its own, right? Again, you're looking at it and you're like, okay, it's nice, it's there, it's sitting there. But it's good for this at-a-glance reference. It's good to get an idea of what your global styles are. It's good to see that stuff sort of abstracted at that level. But when things really start getting better and a little more useful for us is whenever those elements start combining. This is my favorite scientist, Busta Rhymes. Acting fool, breaking shit down to molecules. So we have these elements, and they combine to form these molecules, which take on different characteristics. They have their own unique properties, right? So whenever we apply that to the web, we have these three distinct elements that all sort of join together to serve a purpose, right? A search form is born. And this thing can do something now, right? It's not just an element, atom